Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Hello everyone! Hello friends! I am back with a brand new video for you guys. You might see that something's a little different today.
Yep. She's wearing a different kind of brow pencil.
Yeah, nothing else is different today. Alright. But alright everyone, this is my best friend Josh. He's here today to tell us how he lost his virginity. It's a very interesting
fun story.
Yeah, I was participating and all it cost was one Arby's chicken sandwich. So here's our boy Josh, and we were gonna take a train trip to Chicago to go see Dita Von Teese live in the House of Blues. And the reason why Josh wanted to tag along is because Violet Chachki
was there.
She was there.
Yeah, I wanted to see Violet because normally, well, seeing any kind of drag queen from Drag Race, they don't always come to your city, and if they do come to you, maybe they're going with a big tour and to pay like $100 for a meet and greet. So this is a very cheap and easy way to go see Violet.
Mm-hmm. Because like, what was it at the end of the like show? She came down and just like talked to people.
Yeah.
And you
Quick
were, like...
side note, not about my booty hole getting touched by a man. I got to take a picture with Violet Chachki, and it was free. Which, if you know anything about
Violet Chachki and Drag Race, it's never free.
Yeah. No.
Any hoodles, back to Virginity. Alright, so then we decided to take a train trip to Chicago to go see Dita Von Teese, and we jump on the train. My hair's in curls because I wanted to be vintage to go see Dita, because
Very
I'm
pretty.
like, oh my girl, my mother. We're enjoying our time, but I noticed that Josh is just all up on that grinder.
Because I don't think you knew what grind was at first.
Well, I thought it was Shady Tinder. Shady Tinder, yeah. Shady Tinder. That's what it is.
Well, and then I'm seeing him like,
Always on my
looking
phone.
through, and I'm just like, I thought we were gonna have fun or something. And like, I thought we were doing something, but
This was my first time on a train, so it was like a lot of firsts.
it was a lot of firsts for everybody. I mean, he was enjoying himself. We were enjoying ourselves. I wasn't like looking over being like really sad that he was on Grindr, but I was definitely judging him for being on Grindr.
You stuff like, you have really nothing better to do?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm right here. Why you do this?
Well, it's nice getting attention.
I know. That's why I'm always on Tinder. Oh. I know the guy that I'm talking to right now
Watches your videos?
watches my videos, so...
We'll bleep that part.
Nah, we'll keep it in. I met you on Tinder. So then, I'm noticing that he's on Grindr a lot, and I'm like, this boy always be on Grindr. Eventually, we get off the train in Pittsburgh, and it's the dead of night. It's like 9 o'clock, and we have 4 hours until our next train leaves to go to Chicago. And then I'm like, all right, Josh, we got 4 hours. Let's head to the Arby's. Let's
go to Arby's.
Just a block away. Let's go grab something to eat, and then we'll head back to the train station.
And at this point, I for a long time, I think this kind of loops back to what I talked about before a little bit. I like attention, and what I downloaded Grindr for mostly was for attention and attention from cute boys. But one guy, we'll name him Richard, good old Ricky. Ricky. He was talking to me, and I thought he was the cutest thing in the world.
He was in town.
Well, because he worked at an office right next to the train station.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, hey, I just got off of work. And I was like, you did?
You did?
And I thought he was just the cutest thing in the world.
He was pretty cute.
Yeah, he's my type. Like,
everything Josh ever wanted.
Everything I ever wanted, and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also he was a Marine, I believe. Yeah, I was like, ooh.
He was doing some army shenanigans.
Yeah.
But then we're in this Arby's, and I'm balls deep in this sandwich, and there's silence. And he goes, Autumn?
Working up the nerve.
And I sit up, and I know exactly what he's gonna ask me. He's gonna ask if it's okay that he sees this boy. And I look at him and I'm like, what? And he goes, so Ricky wants to he wants to meet up. And I'm like, he's gonna murder us. This is a murderer.
This is a murderer.
And I'm like, and my immediate, reaction is, no, you will not. But then Josh gave me a solid a few months before to where I'm like, I gotta let him sleep with this boy.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna tell him to take a picture of himself with a spoon on his head and have him grabbing his tongue so we know it's him.
Yeah.
So we know that he's not fishing us or whatever.
Which to now in retrospect, that was one of very few times I did not get catfished on that app.
Yeah, I've had to save him from a few catfish dates too. We'll talk about that another time.
Another day.
But so then We ask for the picture. He responds very quickly with what we asked. He has a spoon on his head with him grabbing his tongue. I'm like, all right, tell him to come get us. So then he comes and he gets us. And
However. Wait, sorry, I just thought we because at this point you are not like, okay, you can have sex with him.
What happened?
You were like, we need to meet him. We need to talk to him a little bit. So we went to the parking garage.
Yes, we went to a parking garage.
At the train station.
And we were kind of chit-chatting with him.
Talking.
I'm third-wheeling on whatever they were going on. And then we were right beside the train station, so I'm all like, oh, I'm gonna go look at trains.
Like a train came by, you're like, I'm gonna let the train go by.
So then I go and I watch a train go by, and I like
and then
pretend to smoke a cigarette because I'm dramatic.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
That boy was gonna be the death of me.
Yeah. Like they're probably making out as we speak.
Oh no, we were.
Oh yeah, because when I jumped back into the car, I could smell it.
That's nasty.
I have a very sensitive smell. And I could smell boy makeout. That was
well, also, like, it was getting pretty steamy.
It was getting steamy in there. I'm like, so are we going back to his place? Because I guess...
I was like, can we? Please?
And I'm like, I guess. As long as we get back in time for our train.
Yeah.
Like, we had a, like, a schedule.
Yeah, we had to, well, it was like 4 hours, though. So I was like, we have nothing better to do.
Yeah, really. Like, we were waiting for the train. So we go to Ricky's house, which is on the other side of Pittsburgh. I believe it was in the Squirrel Hill area.
Probably.
Yeah, and before we continue on with this story about the grinder situation, just to let you guys know, I was 19 and he was 18, so we couldn't go out to drink. We couldn't like enjoy Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, Pittsburgh was very asleep, so there really wasn't much to do around there anyway. And also, I wasn't about to let him go with a stranger. Like, to some guy's house by himself.
And, I wouldn't let a beautiful young woman alone at a dark train station all by themselves. Because I had told Mr. Bishop before I left, I'm going to take care of your daughter. And I did.
You sure did.
And so then I brought you to a stranger's house and exposed myself to them.
Well, I sat in the other room watching old cartoons with a cat that tried to kill me. So we get there. It's in this vintage duplex that was, like, cut off into other, like, situations. We get into the apartment, very vintage, very old, like, definitely lead paint, I could smell it. And it looks like he just moved in. I'm almost certain he just moved in.
Yeah, I don't think he's been there long.
Yeah, and then, they sit me down on the couch, and they're talking to me, and they're like, you want a drink? Do you want this? And then a cat comes out of nowhere and tries to eat me. And I'm just like, what this cat? Like, I love cats, but this cat was just like... it was ready for me.
Oh, no, it's funny, too, because he was like, so do you guys want to watch a movie? And we're both like...
I'm like...
We're on a schedule.
Like, one, we're on a schedule. Two, I know why the two of you are here.
We know it's the... Yeah.
I remember I'm looking at the two of you. I'm like, not to be bold or anything.
But to be bold.
But to be bold. You guys got something you want to do?
Yeah, we got things to take care of.
Yeah. And I remember he put on Courage the Cowardly Dog for me on a projection on the wall. So there wasn't even a television. He projected it onto the wall. And I'm watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, and you two disappear into the next
for a
room.
while, yeah.
For like... an hour and a half, I think.
It took a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go into too much detail because this isn't Pornhub, but like, we had a good time. He taught me everything he knew.
And so there it was. He met him within an hour, and Josh figured it out within an hour. But as I'm sitting there, watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, which if you guys remember, that is a weird show.
It is weird.
And this cat was trying to kill me. It was ready to eat my toes, my fingers, whatever. At one point, me and this cat are playing. I think the cat got mad at me at one point and was just like, you know what? I don't like you. So this cat was like, and I'm like, please no. I remember I called my mom, and I chit-chatted with her, and I'm like, yeah, Josh is in the bathroom, we're in the train station. She's like, okay, and I'm like, I'm watching Courage the Cowardly Dog on the TV in the station, and she's like, all right. And I'm just like, little does she know that I'm sitting in a stranger's apartment, that my best friend could be being murdered in the other room. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But really what he's doing is losing his virginity to a stranger online.
It was fun. I had a good time. I mean, I might be biased, but...
I might be biased.
Well, the thing was, by the time we got, we were, packing up and getting ready to head home for the day, I got a text from Autumn being like...
Let's wrap it up.
We need to wrap it up. The train's leaving in 20 minutes.
Was it really that soon?
It was close.
Lord, I remember as soon as we got to the station, we walked onto the train, and the train basically left.
Yeah.
So
we just made it. Because, I'm sitting there, naked with a stranger, and I get to... I'm like... I was like, it's like, can you drive us to the train station? He's like, oh, yeah, of course.
Because this guy was pretty nice. Like,
He was
you
a
know,
sweetie, yeah.
like,
He kissed me goodbye, and I was like, ooh, thanks. And then
so then he drives us back to the train station. They kiss each other goodbye. And we jump on the train. It's an overnight train, so it's like a bigger train. We sit down and we get settled in. And as the train like starts to move, I look at him. I'm like, what was that?
I just feeling so guilty, and I'm like, thanks, you're my best friend. I owe you so much.
Yeah, so then we go all the way to Chicago. He's worried that he smells like butt like the whole way there. He's like, I smell like sex.
Well, because
and don't know what to
I
do."
could smell it because I am myself.
Me with a sensitive nose could not smell it.
So it must have not been that because I felt like so gross because like I had to sit in my like
Sweat.
stench
Yeah.
and detritus until we got to it was not a short.
It was an 8-hour.
Well, no, it took
train
longer
ride.
than 8 hours, didn't it?
Yeah, because weren't we delayed by like an hour?
we were delayed a while.
I know the way back we were delayed more.
Crazy, yeah. The way
Yeah.
back is a whole other can of beans.
Yeah, it was not good.
No.
We get on the train. I'm like,
Victorious.
what the heck was that? Yeah, we got there. And I remember you started flipping out because you're like, what if I'm AIDS?
What if I have STDs?
Yeah, and then you're like texting people and you're trying to take tests like online.
I got an online questionnaire.
Yeah, and I'm just like, Josh, you probably don't. He's a nice guy. He's in the military. Like,
He's probably fine.
Yeah, and you're just like, Se comite. Then we get to Chicago, we see Zeta, and then we come back, which, I don't know.
That's another story. for
That's
another day.
another story that I've already told, but I think that needs retold. But alright, everyone, that's kind of like all we have for that story.
Yeah, everything else is another.
And,
And that was a long trip. There's a lot of facets and moving parts and wheels and
yeah, though.
trials, tribulations, drama, complama.
We had to say sorry to each other on that trip back home from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, but it's
Is
what made us
a
stronger.
testament of our friendship,
Yes,
yeah.
it truly was. Like, I had to hold Josh's hand while he lost his virginity.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done it without me. You could still be a virgin.
I could have still been a virgin,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be terrible. 22 and a virgin. Sorry if anybody's 22 and a virgin.
Actually, no, I'm making fun of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
I'm
sorry
not
for you
making
guys.
fun of you, though. Josh is making fun of you. But alrighty. Alright, everybody. Like this video if you did. If you didn't, subscribe to me. You'll get more of me. But alright, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Josh.
Bye.